Boom.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the network or anyone affiliated. There will be mature and possibly immature content. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't listen at all. It's very poorly produced. Take me to your leader.
Welcome to the Monster Castle Radio Show. For the extreme paranormal listener. And here is your host, the Wolfman, Mike.
This world's Tonight, open your eyes. Open your eyes, man. You gotta see the real shit, man. Everybody been looking at the world through shit-covered sunglasses, man.
And tonight... Tonight we're going to open up your eyes. We're here with Neil Robichaud. Yow, buddy. Yow, yow. All right. Can you dig it? Give a big good hand for Neil, everybody. Come on. There we go.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Yeah, it seems like when I woke up, I've been doing research for like 13 years. Ever since I woke up, and it's like, just like you said, it's like some people got glasses on with shit all over it,
Looking at the
They
world
can't see.
with shit-covered glasses.
Yeah.
It's time to open your eyes, man. This is the Open Eye Project here, man.
Yeah, I want to do the Open Eye Project to teach people how to see, because, if something happens to me, I get in a car wreck or die or whatever, at
Or,
least people would
anally
know
abducted.
how. Yeah, alien abducted. They might take me away and say, we don't want the human race to know this. They might say, we don't want the human race to know this stuff, but I have to
why
do
do they
it.
call it a human
I have to try.
You know why they call it a human race? Because you got to run really, really fast, and everybody's too slow, and you snooze, you lose, right? It's a race.
Well, yeah, they got that up. Yeah, it's like the rabbit and the tortoise. It's like that story kind of. But if you run too fast, what happens is you missed all the knowledge, the real knowledge that you should have picked up if you would have went a little slower. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of false prophets out there. I mean, they're full of shit. I mean, half of them are right. You know, they're getting some information. Everybody's searching for knowledge, you know, but a lot of these people, they just don't know it all. But it's like a puzzle, you know, like a pizza. You know, like you could bring a slice of the pie or a slice of the pizza, you know. The other dude, like Eric, or, you know, the other people could contribute with a slice of the pie to make a whole, you know, a whole vision of what's really going on, you know. And so, you know, because we got aliens, man, I really get frustrated because, you know I've been abducted a couple times.
Anally abducted?
And
like anally abducted? Yeah. Eric's here.
Yeah,
Eric's here, and Marcus in the chat room. So shout out to Marcus, Aurelius, and the Awakening Man.
Well, how you doing? How you doing, everybody? Awakening Man. How y'all doing?
Thanks for coming. Any
we
questions?
probably-
Just post your questions for Neil in the chat room there. So what we're doing the open eye project. So what does that consist of? Like we get to like stick scalpels in people's eyes and shit and get them right open and open up their eyes. Is that what you want to do, or is it kind of like blowing up people with grenades?
Let me go by step by step. The first step is what you need to do is close your eyes.
It's like you gotta just dissect a frog, right? You gotta know how to dissect a frog first before you try this.
Yeah, no, I guess you.
I'm joking. It's not the way we're gonna open your eyes.
But the best thing, like go in a dark room and look through your eyelids. What's going to happen when you're trying to manifest and look through your eyelids, that's going to open your third eye. And, but it's like an exercise you have to do a lot of times. Because like during the day, I would close my eyes and look at people. And sometimes I'm looking at these people and they got an alien inside the body. You know, it's a freaking alien, you know. It's like you know, like I didn't even close my eyes at all. You know, there was like less than 10 times I would close my eyes and I would see the spirit world in color. And, you know, I can't count how many times it was. I know it's less than 10. But you have to activate it, just like night vision. You know, when I went out in the woods camping, I didn't use no flashlight. You have to manifest it. It's like a computer in your brain. If you don't know the program exists in your brain, you know, in your body or your brain, you don't know. You can't turn it on. It won't. You know, it won't come on. Right? It's like artificial intelligence, kind of like. So you have to look at it like that. You have to look at it like a scientific project, you know, scientifically.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is this Neil? Is that
Yeah.
Neil?
Well, I want to ask,
Hey.
where did the artificial intelligence come from? Was it implanted? Like when was it implanted? Was it implanted like the aliens implanted, or like what happened there?
No, scientifically, you have to look at the human brain. See, the human brain could be inseminated with artificial intelligence because, like, brainwashing. I'm going to give an example. Religion. It's like a program. You take religion and you shove it in your freaking dumbass head you got, and then you start believing in that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like that.
That's when the cult fucking takes you. Oh yeah, man. Oh, that's called.
I know how to do that. You shove it in like this, and then just push it in a little right there.
Fucking fucking ass. Right up your fucking ass. You know what? After you get up your ass long enough, you start liking it.
But,
You know?
but it's like a
fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
but it's like a virus. You know,
Yeah, I know.
you put the Trojan, like a Trojan horse virus that you put in the computer. You know, you could actually fuck your brain up and be, a dumbass religious person all your damn life, or you could open your mind to the universe and see the real reality of the real world. Because it's like that movie, The Matrix. You know, Morpheus says, "Hey, look, you take the red pill, you're gonna see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Or if you take the green pill, which is religion, it's a reality of deception and lies. You know."
Yeah, I just want to add.
It's a fucking construct. That's all it is, a construct, a program. There's no actual little chip that's stuck in your brain. No, it's called construct, and that's called conditioning.
Yeah, yes. I think there's a lot of conditioning going on. For example, there's probably 20% of people that all they fucking do is they watch Netflix every night. They watch some bullshit. The other 10 people, I don't know, they watch Fear Factor.
We got fucking zombies.
There's probably only about 5 or 10% of people that actually have, most people they're too busy. They work at Walgreens all day. They come home. They want to watch The Walking Dead. They go to sleep. They wake up, and then same thing all over again. But when it comes to people like
movies.
Maybe, but I think well, no. But when it comes to people like us, there's just so much. I think it's safe to say that there's, the powers that be, Big Brother, whatever you want to call it, they are going out of the way to make sure that we are distracted by all of this bullshit, so that we're not actually really looking into the real mysteries of this world, which there are some real serious.
Yeah, GG. Let me give you an example about what you're talking about. You know the flat Earth shit. I thought the FBI and the government say, "Hey, let's throw this flat Earth bullshit. That way we can throw them off course." They got some people out there that's putting this information out there to throw y'all off course.
It's a great distraction, and it's more than a great distraction.
Yeah.
See, here's what they do with that is.
Right. I was just gonna say this. It's called distraction, of course. Deflection. Yeah. So we lose focus on what really needs to be looked at.
Yeah, and here's the thing with those flat Earth people is they have been presented some serious facts and mysteries that have not really been looked at, but they were the first people to look at it, and so they try to make it seem like that somehow correlates with a flat Earth when really it has nothing to fucking do with any sort of shape of anything. They just there's a couple of weird things they kind of got an eye on, but that doesn't mean shit. It has nothing to do with the shape of the Earth. And I think the biggest problem with this is there are, at least as far as I'm aware, there's 3 major mysteries that these flat Earth people have pointed out that have nothing to do whatsoever with the shape of the Earth. They're just shit that we don't understand, but nobody's looking at them because these flat Earth assholes are flying their flag over the idea. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's intentional. I feel like they specifically delivered this information to people so that nobody would look at it.
Yeah. Well, they don't want you to look at the other things that we're looking at, It's a distraction. It's just like religion. They feed you full of bullshit. I did some investigation with the church, and I found out a lot of lies, The only truth I found, I'm like a detective. The only truth I found out was when Jacob was wrestling with this so-called angel. He told Jacob, the prince has prevailed over men, God and men. And then I looked at a newer Bible, and you know what? The religious people, they have changed. They changed it. They changed it, man. They changed the way the writing is.
False prophets. That's the way they control. Religion controls the masses.
Yeah, you're right. So, but if you really look at what it's saying, it is saying the prince, whoever this war we fought over the earth and this area of the universe, the prince defeated mankind and God on this planet. That's what it's saying, in the book of Daniel, it says the fourth kingdom that comes, or is it the fifth? I don't know what it is. It's going to tread the earth down and tear it all to pieces. You see what I'm saying? So that's two different things I can ask you a question,
I got to ask you a question, Neil. How come the apocalypse hasn't happened yet, right? Because everybody's waiting for the apocalypse, like the end of the earth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a bunch of bull crap. They talking about the ascension. This is stupid word.
I thought apocalypse was gay.
The ascension, or how about the rapture? Everybody's saying the rapture.
The rapture.
I don't like the Raptors. I don't even like basketball.
Fucking Toronto Raptors.
Some dude,
number one in NBA.
Some dude made up that word in 18-something about the rapture. So this is all new bullshit. It's just like the flat earth. The flat earth and the rapture and the ascension. All this shit is just bullshit.
I know what you're saying. Like some flat earthers are saying that these trees, I mean these, like the mountain, the Devil's Mountain there, that's a tree stump. Like, what's that got to do with flat earth? But yeah, that's one of their things. And then there's the Titans. The Titans that are like they're finding mountains that look like you can see a head and an arm and a leg, and they say, well, that was a Titan that got turned to stone. Well, what's that got to do with the flat earth?
Yeah, that's true. Now that's true, but that's not. Yeah, it doesn't have nothing to do with the flat earth. Eric found some. I found a lot of stuff that Eric's putting on the website, on Twitter. He put some faces of giants, faces, of stone. Like it was like 20 of them. And I said, "Oh man, good job, you found it." And so he put that on Twitter. But I could go show you dead giants laying all over the place on Highway 8. All the way from California to Texas.
Are they the Anunnaki?
I think it's just pareidolia. Myself.
It's 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Kurt. But now that I've been pointed that out, I noticed these all over the place. It does look like faces in the rock, but I think it's just our minds playing. But some of it really looks like faces in the rock. Seriously.
No, you can really see it. I mean, if you get on the internet,
Kurt
they got
has
the
his face in the rock.
They got some other people that's already putting the stuff on the internet, and it's evidence. And I'm agreeing with them. I see it all over the place. The thing is, these were giant immortals. I mean, when 65 million years ago, when they destroyed the earth. With the dinosaurs. Yeah. They killed humans. They killed humans.
I think that was a
giant. They were.
Thing that killed it was a meteor that landed in Arizona. That thing that made. Now we have all little lizards that look like little dinosaurs.
Wow, you sound
cool. There are many dinosaurs. What do you think alligators and crocodiles are? There are many dinosaurs.
Well, they were under the water. I just think that meteor made the dinosaurs disappear. That was a huge crash.
Yeah, I know. There's alligators in that
There's
lizard.
so much sketchy science behind that event, though. Just throwing that out.
Oh, yeah, there were no dinosaurs.
Yeah,
but
dinosaurs. It was more than one meteorite. It was more than one meteorite, man.
I'm saying that
Arizona is so huge, it would have wiped out all life when it hit. And even the trees around it are all rock.
Cockroaches, the cockroaches, they live. The cockroaches, they live.
Yeah, no,
and they live forever.
Jesus.
Cockroaches, they live forever.
You know, I'm not saying that there wasn't a massive event that happened there that definitely wiped them out. I'm just saying that I don't think it's quite what we're. First of all, how the fuck do you know? How the fuck do we, we can't even figure out what happened 50 years ago. How the fuck do we know what happened, 250 million?
And our Lord gives us common sense.
Well, because we do
meteor lands and blast
I have a question.
Oh, come on. We can do things like remote viewing, and who knows what people know. And I think Neil's a prophet. We should let him talk.
Well, I have a question about giant people. I have a question maybe for Neil.
2 weeks. How about that?
So, when you think of giant people, all right, and there are people out there that believe in this theory. I'm wondering if you were to Google or look up giant people or giant humans as they once existed on Earth, what person would come up first, do you think?
Well, the first thing that you should...
Atlas.
I don't know, but the first person you should...
I'm asking you a question, Gigi. I'm asking you what current YouTuber...
Listen.
I've got to
What current YouTuber would show up? I'm making a point. I have a point behind this. So if you don't know, you don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, hang on. Who's that? Who are you asking?
Wait
a minute.
Mythology.
Okay, he knows what I'm asking.
JP. Okay, everyone, this is JP. JP, who are you asking this question to?
Neil.
Okay, you're asking Neil. So, Gigi, please don't answer it. It's for Neil.
Okay, the mythology about Atlas, they said they couldn't kill him because he was so big. He was a giant, really big. They had to take Medusa's head and turn him into stone. And but I think it was I see all these things that they be saying, it has some truth into it, but the meteorite that hit the planet, it wasn't just one. It was a bunch of them. I see evidence of gigantic holes in the ground. I mean, you could see the dirt and debris that was thrown up, it's piled up. And then you could see these big giants just turn into stone. So the main one that I found out was Atlas. If you know about the legend about Atlas.
No, I do know a lot about mythology, but more specifically than that, I'm wondering which person out there, there's writers, there's researchers, is there a name a current name of somebody that we would follow or read, or who would come up if you were to search out giant people? Whose opinion is it right now? Because in all of these areas, there's somebody that stands out as kind of a leader, or standing above the rest of them.
Michael Cremo.
Oh, the mud fossil guy and this other woman. She's got all kinds of photographs of. I think her stuff on YouTube is Mountains Were Alive. Now that's the two people I know of.
The first person that will come up.
I just started saying about it.
The first person that would come up is Eric Dubay, and the funny thing is, Eric Dubay is a really big name in the flat Earth research.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. I don't think he's the first person that comes up though.
Have you guys ever heard of Damon T. Berry?
It might not be on everyone's. That was just when I searched it out. He's the first name that popped.
Okay, here's a name for you: Damon T.
yeah,
Barry.
yeah.
Anybody listen to Damon T. Barry filmmakers shit? The Knowledge of Forever Time. Knowledge of the Forever.
That guy, he's a little bit off. He's a little bit
Giant
off.
people. So there's a point behind all of this,
He's
though.
pretty far out. Yeah.
You guys were calling out. You were calling out flat Earth as being total bullshit, and now you're saying that there are people out there who might be kind of a controlled opposition, like the Flat Earth Society, for example, is what I think the flat earthers would consider to be a controlled opposition. And I think the giant people have controlled opposition who are out, get bigger names. They talk about it, but they have other kind of agendas behind what they're telling you. Maybe some slight truth, but mixed in with something that might not really be as you're saying.
You're absolutely correct, JP. You're absolutely correct. Flat earthers are a bunch of fucking bullshit fucking fuckers. So yeah,
I don't know how you came up with that, but the Flat Earth Society is kind of I don't.
But hey,
you can't listen to me, y'all. This is Neil talking. You can't compare the people with the flat Earth people that's finding all these big giants that's turning to stone. You got the petrified forest that was turning to stone.
Yeah, there's no.
I saw mud. There's no comparison. We got the proof. Mud tracks with dinosaurs walking in the mud was turning to stone. I saw dinosaurs turn into stone. I saw their feces turn to stone. I saw trees turn to stone. That's proof. You can't debunk it. There ain't nobody out there that can debunk it.
That was a meteor that did that and made the trees turn into stone. Only a meteor can do that.
Yeah. JP can debunk
the point about some people kind of creep up in there that might not have our best interest in mind. But yeah, there is, for all of these things, there's all kinds of research. You could probably look it up all day and all night. Take you a very long time to get through it all.
Wolfman, can I get permission to talk?
But hey, I want to tell y'all something about what this these big giants of humans are. You got to understand, the human race. The religious people have the human race believing that God just made us 20,000 years ago or 10,000 years ago. The Anunnaki created men, or we breeded with apes and all this bullshit. But that's a bunch of crap, man. I mean, human race. I tried to figure out how they got so big. Maybe they didn't die, and the woman just kept on growing bigger, right? And when they have sex, the baby got bigger. And they became giants because they didn't die. They just kept on living, and they kept on growing, bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's what I was trying to figure out in my mind, how they got so big. But I saw evidence of small people among the giants that were turned into stone. It wasn't just all giants. They had small people among giants.
Yeah, but here's the thing about what Neil is if you guys ever look into Michael Cremo, he was the author of Forbidden Archaeology, which is like almost a 1,000-page book. It's like 900 something pages. One of the to put it very simply, him and his partner, they went around to every major first world civilizations, archaeological archives, and they dug out a bunch of discoveries that were basically swept under the rug in every country because they didn't fit the, all the bullshit that we're taught in school. And one of those, especially to me, one of the ones that stood out the most was this discovery of these like 9-10 foot red-headed giants that were discovered, and not only in South America but also in Europe and somewhere else. I can't quite remember, but there's trust me, I understand. Neil has a lot of very extreme opinions, but one thing I can actually back up with documented evidence is that there have been giants, and they have archaeological remains of them. The Smithsonian refuses to put them on display because they don't fit the common, that whole drill. And but there's also several other things. Like, for example, me and Neil were talking several days ago, and he was pointing out about this. Don't worry, Neil. I'll keep it discreet. But there is a not a carving, but a 3D relief. There's a huge difference there. I don't know if you guys know the difference, but rather than carving a structure into rock, you actually relieve the part, so it looks like a 3D carving on the outside. And I actually know a very good friend of mine, her stepfather, I think, maybe it's her half father. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Either way, she told me about
on
this
North American
time.
Skype. You're on the air.
And that
Hello,
never
Heather.
occurred.
Don't you worry about it too much about the symbols.
Sorry, we're
Because
okay.
we're
the bottom of the hour.
Take care of that for you.
Oh, really? Well, I hope for all of us, not just for me.
Yes, because I work at the Vatican in the observatory.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
I see. All right.
We think of the moon, and it might come close, and might smack down and hit the earth. So everybody have to get ready to pay for your sins. And especially some of your listeners, they're rotten to the core bunch of DM talkers.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh. A man of the cloth has looked at DM talk?
I was one
They're a
sentence
bunch of
away
rotten to the core bandwidth eaters.
Are they?
Sometimes they leave their computer on and they're not even listening to the show.
Are they really? Well, that's all right. I will take bandwidth eaters. I run this program with the spirit of America in mind, sir.
God gives you $100 when you die, and you have to pay for your sins. Murder is already $100, so you're gonna go to hell.
Is using bandwidth a sin also?
Yeah, but it's only about 50 cents. But
I see. Okay.
It's 50 cents or 50 cents. It's like a masturbation. It really adds up,
Well, I will go ahead and foot the bill for the DM Talkers bandwidth usage. How about that? I am that generous.
That's a good.
I'm cool.
I like that.
I'm cool like that. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. So, I'm surprised to hear from you though. You listen to this program regularly?
Everybody at the Vatican likes yours.
Dear, okay. Yeah, we can't have that on the air. I didn't know that a man of cloth would speak like that. Do you pray with that mouth?
Where are you from?
I should have said the poop.
Yes.
I do. Everybody, it's a funny joke. The Pope, he laughs at it too.
Oh, does he? He does. Well, he does wear a funny hat, too. Well, I'm glad to hear from you.
Sometimes he puts his hat on his mouth and he pretends he's a fish.
Does he? So they like to have a good time at the Vatican, huh? When nobody's looking, they let it all hang out?
That's all right, yes.
And they listen to witches doing late-night paranormal talk radio?
Exactly, every night we listen to you. Anyways, the moon probably will smack down. We'll think it's falling down. I look through my binoculars at the observatory, and we think it's going to smack it down.
The moon is going to come down and smack the Earth. And do you have an ETA on that?
Probably sometime next week, I think.
Next week. All right. I will make a note of that, sir. And thank you very much for the call. And I'm grateful and glad to hear that everybody over at the Vatican is listening to the program, including the Pope. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep a straight face here.
This is the Monster Castle Paranormal Radio Show. We explore the paranormal phenomenon with researchers and skeptics from all walks of life and beyond. Fridays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. Visit our website at monstercastleparanormal.com.
You're gonna find love in nights full of ones.
All right. Yeah. We needed something there. We need something. We're back. Okay, I'm back.
Play me on Art Bell.
I haven't got that yet. Dude, I haven't found it yet. I said I might have you.
Kurt Green.
I have it somewhere. That's the only one I could find for right now. Debbie asked me for this other one, and I can't. I think it's on SoundCloud. That's where I found it. Some of those are on SoundCloud. Moog Boy got them for me.
With your great show, go on. Shh.
Anyways, yeah, I was just trying to break up that monotony there, monotone monotony. So we're back. Is Neil still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
Have a lot of disagreements.
Well, what we really want to know is what the Open Eye Project.
More stuff about the Open Eye Project.
Exactly, that's what I want to get at. That's what we're here to talk about.
We need to go further into the Open Eye Project. Yeah. So if you do the, close your eyelids in a dark room and try to look. See, the spirits are made of light, so you're gonna see light moving around in the room when you have your eyes closed. That's gonna activate your third eye. But you got to understand, it's looking through a veil. You could take a piece of paper or look through apple juice, or when a glass or whatever, and it's like a veil. So you could see these things using veils too, like a feather. I was at Mount Shasta. This was another experiment I did. I saw a feather, and I was doing research on Mount Shasta in California. And I got a feather, and I saw all these rainbow beings in the trees. They were laying down. The sun's shining, so the sun is going through their body, and it's got rainbow colors. And they were like short 3-foot people standing up in the trees. I got like 10 different groups of people to see. They could see these rainbow beings. But they didn't know it was, they couldn't tell if it was beings.
Or it could have been like
that was another research thing I did.
You never know.
No, it's got big
onions,
trees, out
beans,
there.
Turnips.
It's a big
cucumbers.
mountain.
Are you sure it wasn't like a tree that was like
feather in your hand, and then what?
Okay. How many of these people that saw it were on acid?
You look through the feather with your eyes.
Oh.
And another thing is, I got
like
some
a
big
sparrow
dark
feather,
purple
a pigeon
glasses.
feather, a bald eagle feather. What kind of feather was it?
What, or was it from a bird?
It doesn't matter what feather. It's got to be gray. Yeah, bird, of course. It was
the Lord
a
would have
bluebird.
told you what bird. That would have been important.
Yeah, I
bird
use a
was the
feather to
feather?
distort reality all the time. I tickle someone with a feather and they laugh, and it distorts the reality the same way. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, what else can you do with a feather? What else did you do with the feather?
Well, if you meet a nice woman, you could actually play with the feather. Use the feather, and she probably would like it a lot.
That's just what Liz said. She enjoys when I do that to her.
Well, me too.
Like a savvy maneuver.
We've got to make 2019 better than this. This is pathetic. Jerry Springer worse.
Well, that's your fault, Kurt. I'm afraid it's your fault.
No.
Delete Kurt, you'll be fine.
Yeah. If we delete Kurt, everything will be fine.
In 2 days, we're going to go Jesus on y'all.
Okay.
So rude and trailer park like. There is moonshine and cookies in the water cooler area.
Uh,
Bye.
Hey, Mike, there was some other research I did. You could actually look through a tree.
Yeah.
Just like a veil.
I've gone down underneath trees. You can go.
Your eyes and you look.
If the tree roots are burning, you can climb down to hell right through there.
And you can see. You can see. No, you can see underground. You can see under the ground, bro. I mean,
know. You can see right down to hell, man. All the fire down there.
Ground. No, you can't. You can't see that far.
You can't see hell.
But like when I'm laying in my car and I'm looking up, I could see through the ceiling of my car.
I gotta ask you a question. Neil.
I've got to be away for a minute.
I can see through walls. You can see through walls too.
God.
Hell yes.
So how is it that you came to be able to see this ability?
I wish I had that. Do you look at women?
I think he may have survived the Jim Jones massacre.
Okay, wait a minute. I got a big question for him, Kurt. Can you see through women's clothing? Can you? Come on.
No.
Logical question.
Oh, bummer, man.
You think I could see through
You can see
GG's skull and see if there's a brain in there?
No. Wait, hit it a few times. Hit it a few times.
But Mike, what happens when you deprogram yourself in religion and you start to go in nature? I looked at the cloud people, and you could use telepathy with them. I went in the forest. I seen spirits in the forest and in the trees. Like the first time I ever saw a spirit face talk in a tree, I was in California doing, riding my motorbike, doing research. And he said, it's going to be getting cold this winter, with a shaky voice. And I was like, holy shit, did I hear that? So there's not only just the third eye, there's a third ear. Now, no one's really talked about the third ear, but there is, it's like a telepathy of nature. You could actually hear, spirits.
I actually had a billy goat once for 3 years. I named him Donkey Head, but he had 3 years.
It's kind of like a telepathy. Well, they had a baby on the, I think Twitter or something had a one eye. Cyclops.
Are you kidding? Like in the middle of the...
I don't know how long ago that happened,
In the middle of the head or what?
Yeah, it was on Twitter. Yeah, it was on Twitter. Now, I don't know when that was taken. It might have just been a year ago. I don't know.
That must be the Cyclops baby
Twitter,
from hell.
But I think I saw that before, No, it's not. You can't say nothing's evil, man. I mean...
Drugs or drink heavily?
You understand.
Neil, I'm concerned about your beliefs. Do you like acid?
You know what, Neil sees in a clear. Neil sees in a clear mind. Neil sees in a clear mind.
I'm a scientist. Look, I'm a scientist.
There's too many.
I'm not religious.
Being purchased.
There's a higher consciousness when you start to open your mind.
All the universe, everything you say, I think, is just hogwash.
You can't even make.
Sorry, just hogwash.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
I don't know where the hell you got your beliefs from.
Well, you know what?
It's not correct.
If we're sitting at the round table, get your fucking ass off the round table because you're a dumbass.
Come from?
I ain't got time to talk
to
no
I'm sorry.
Dinosaur caveman person.
My Lord, what a bunch of hogwash.
You deserve that, Kurt.
You live way in the woods.
There's a million ways to convey your message, you idiot.
Kurt, I love you, buddy. I love you, buddy, but you're being judgmental on the fuck dude.
Well,
for fuck's sake, you're gonna tell him what to believe?
You deserve what you get, Kurt.
Beliefs. Just dumb. I mean,
Am I gonna come up on you because you believe Jesus? Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord, Jesus!
Yes. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now.
I don't judge.
Dumb. I don't believe. Oh, don't judge. Don't judge. Have some.
Because you don't believe in what he believes, it doesn't mean that it makes him
Jim
wrong.
Jones get on the air, and you would believe him, Dennis.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Don't judge. Don't.
No, I got my own fucking brain.
I'm gonna give you an example. Are you a mathematician? All right, hey y'all, listen.
Sounds stupid.
Hey, be quiet for a while. You gotta understand. When I found out about my mother, I was 43 years old. Okay, she was born on the 27th. She died on the 27th.
President
She was
Trump would
27
say you're
years
fake
old
news.
when she died. She died on the 7th month, 27,
Lord
67.
Almighty in heaven, could somebody have some sense?
That's when I had to wake up.
So
you have to understand.
Understand what? Your beliefs?
If you be quiet and don't speak, you might learn something.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, teach.
He's actually kind of right. Yeah.
He's the Mr. Solution of the metaphysical.
Man.
Yeah, let's just fuck it. Let's hear what he.
I'm gonna give you an example. Yeah, I'm gonna give you an example about money. Oh, you know what? The civilization's so screwed up. Now you need to listen to me.
Okay, go ahead with your beliefs. Go ahead.
Money
1, 2, 3,
is
go.
illusion.
And action.
Yeah, you know what, Neil? Before you mention Neil, I'm with you. Okay, I'm with you.
Oh.
And what is very difficult? What is very difficult to explain is the unseen. See, all you guys are all wrapped up in this distractions.
Yeah.
That sounds like Wolfman.
Oh my God! Yeah, and whatever, man. Everybody has their own perspective. Everybody sees in their own manner. So you're gonna put a guy down for the way that he expresses the way that he sees?
No.
Fuck off.
Don, I just said it's just a bunch of bullshit. What he says and believes.
It's a bunch of, like the flat Earth is bullshit.
I would come and rescue him.
Oh my God, Kurt! Again, you're just gonna just because you don't believe it, so you're gonna just trash it all.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Dennis is going to jump back on
I
Kurt's
think
bandwagon.
we got to let this guy talk and give him a chance, man.
Mormon religion.
Yeah, I think we should.
Give
him the word.
I think Igor
Kurt.
needs to blowtorch for fucking Kurt.
Yeah, no, he's not about that shit at all.
What a
Go
bunch
ahead.
of crap.
Go ahead.
Kurt will have a chance to talk after Neil. Go ahead.
Okay.
Why are you bringing up flat Earth? That has nothing to
You know, science. Look.
Do you believe in flat Earth too? Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying. You brought up flat Earth.
No, I don't.
Anything like
No,
that?
I don't. We were talking about it. Now listen, you need to listen to me, and you know what?
It up twice today.
Listen to it again.
Yeehaw, bunch
On
of
tape.
crap. I'm sorry, I want to shut up now. Shh.
Because I'm trying to teach y'all how to see, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach people how to see. And you know what? A lot of people get pissed off at
people
you
drink
because you
punch
won't
and
shut the
die
fuck up.
when they got so nuts
man.
with their beliefs.
Kurt, I don't want to say it again.
Well, you could have not said it 3 times in a row.
All right. You get me off track. Okay. Trees have auras. That's another thing about third eye in waking up. A tree has an aura. If you go meditate underneath the tree, you could use the energy of the tree to enlighten yourself. Or a railroad track. You got to understand, scientifically, the railroad track is covering all over the ground on the earth. And the ley lines are running, and all this energy of the North Pole, South Pole, right? So the railroad tracks, you go meditate around the railroad tracks, but the problem is they sprayed that ancient orange on it. So you don't want to lay around on the rocks. You want to have a blanket or something. So I did research around a tree, and I could go further in there if someone asked me more about it. And then I did research around railroad tracks, okay? This is scientific stuff. So if you just would listen to me and be patient, you could listen to me again and you could find out a lot of truth in what I'm saying. Because I hate liars. I hate liars and thieves. I will kill you fucking. I don't forgive. like the Catholic Church does. I will kill you, goddamn ass, if you fucking lie.
We're talking about the way
I hate a fucking liar. And if anybody calls me a liar, I will kill your ass.
That right there.
No shit.
Neil, relax. Let's get back on your train.
Kurt,
get back on the track.
Is so strong, and you threaten death to somebody.
Neil, back on the track.
Yeah, well, he didn't actually
Kurt,
threaten
not
it
bad
to
breath.
you. And this is remember, this is actually a comedy show, so if he wants to threaten people, he can on here. We are not responsible for anything we say or do. Not on this show. We're not responsible for it. Oh, sorry. Anything goes.
Look,
that's David Koresh. Like
I burned some people up before. When I went to Georgia, look, go to Georgia, around Rome, and go around asking about someone that got burned up. They actually caught on fire.
Lord God help us all.
They actually caught on fire. I dare, they got a lot of devil worshippers in Georgia. Highway 27 to Rome. Go up there and try to investigate the shit that I did over there. Ask if anybody got burned up by fire.
What you're talking about?
No, go ahead. I tell you what, if you
That's
ask,
your
they're
fucking
gonna get them devil worshippers are gonna get your little ass. But I burnt their asses up. Go ask them.
Are you gonna come kill me?
I sleep with a freaking sword and a machete and firecrackers.
Words coming out of your mouth,
up. Boom.
Just a bad belief system. I want to come and fly out to you. We'll go to church, okay? You and I. Altar.
Hey, Mike, he's getting me off a track, though, man. I'm trying to teach people how to learn and be serious about this.
Hey, you can turn them down in your Discord. You just click on their thing, and you can turn people down if you don't want to listen to them. You can do that individually on everybody in the call.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to hear a certain person, if they're throwing you off, you just right-click on their name, and you can turn them down.
Yes, Debbie Daly.
It's your show. If you don't want to hear someone, you don't have to hear them.
I don't know who he is.
Okay. All right. Anyways, just try to ignore him. Just try to ignore him and just keep going, because I got my levels adjusted over here.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk over somebody.
Well, basically, I've got certain people turned down a bit, so you're not talking over them here. Certain people have been turned down on my end.
The trees has an aura, okay? It's grounded in earth, okay? The roots and stuff. It has auras around it, so you could do meditation under a tree, but you need to be suspended off the ground, like the article. I mean, a long time ago, they had an article that would be not touching the ground, like on a net thing, hanging from the ceiling. So, and that's how they went to the article. They would say, hey, man, you know what? Let's go to the article. The article would know about the spirit world and stuff. So in ancient days, they used to go to the article. That's what they call them. So, but the trees, the railroad tracks, before I went to go do the experiment, I thought about it first. And every time I do something, something would happen.
Like, what do you do with experiment?
Like, if you take crystals, experiment, like scientific experiment.
It's not peppermint, it's spearmint.
Crystals and you put them around your head and you lay down.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
If you lay down.
I don't know what that was.
I caught a radio station one time.
Oh, it was a peppermint, man. For fuck's sake.
But I laid down around some crystals one time, and I caught a radio station in my head.
Oh, yeah, I did that once, too.
And I was walking around. I thought someone drove up. And so I researched crystals, and I found out they use crystals in radios. You know?
Yeah. I do. I put it in my mouth when I was a kid, and I could hear a radio station. It freaked me right out.
Take a compass.
I swear, that's true.
Yeah,
I tried it since then. It's never happened to me since then. I've tried it again after that, and I think it was a crystal that I was biting on, and I heard radio stations. I let off my teeth off the crystal, and I didn't hear it anymore. I can't remember what kind of crystal it was. I just remember doing this when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure it was a crystal, but it was an object. It was hard steel or crystal, something that I'm biting on it, and I could hear a radio station. Swear to God. And I let it off my teeth, and I couldn't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
So I believe you there. I actually believe that. That's true. It's happened to me. So I believe that is totally plausible. I don't know why or how, but I believe it's possible.
Quiet.
All right, I'll be
so
okay.
That was real. Okay.
Quiet.
Be drunk and then see things.
Imagine if you went to the North Pole or the South Pole, and all that energy in the South Pole, you know, all that energy flowing through the earth. Imagine what you could see, man, because you know what? We're energy beings, okay? These damn evil spirits that's in your house right now is sucking your ass up. And you're blind as a fucking bat, man. I mean, but if you imagine if you go to South Pole and you get where the equator, you know, where the energy is coming from the North and South Pole or whatever, there's no telling what you could see or what you could do. It might actually knock you. Scientifically, it could knock your spirit out of your body. Or you could go through a Stargate, you know? That might be the best way to get the hell off this planet. You know, go to the North South Pole, get right in that damn energy flow right there, man, and get the fuck out of here.
Go to heaven, my Lord.
Yeah.
Like a Stargate.
I'm waiting you.
Oh, that sounded like one of the Three Stooges. Did you hear that?
That was definitely one of the Three Stooges.
I think he was
Do it again.
I'm waiting you.
Okay, Kurt.
I'll murder you.
What are you?
Yeah, I'll murder you. Yeah, I think he was talking about like how you know how you took care of that demon that got thrown down from the moon, and then you blew it up. You murdered it. You blew it up with a bomb or a firecracker or some shit. Is that part of the Opening Eye project? I still want to get more on this Open Eye project.
When I was on my motorbike, I saw this dude. Well, you must have heard about that. I don't know when I said it. This person threw some spirits off the moon. He was like aiming at it with, like Superman or something. And he threw them off with his eye. Used his eyes. And I think I was around Sacramento, and they flew over my head. So I got off my bike on the highway. It was Highway 5, I think it was. And I saw these bald-headed reptilians, and all at once, something from the ridge, from the left, where I was going, I heard these big wings. Woof. Woof. Three times it did this big woof, and one of them darn things looked up, and the tongue come out of his mouth and grabbed it. It must have been, I thought it was a dragon or something. I could kind of see it, but I could hear it real good. And the damn thing grabbed it with his tongue and pulled it down in his mouth and started eating the damn thing. And then I said, holy shit, man. I said, you better turn around. They might read your mind. So I turned around and I figured out, if I bow down like a Japanese person, bow down to them to greet them, and they won't read my mind. So I did that, and I turned around, and I bowed down to them, and I could only see 2 of them. There were 12 of them or something.
Oh.
And one of them said
Hang
to
on.
the other dude, he said, "Hey, should we go ahead and bow down to him?" And the other dude said, "Hell no, I'm not going to bow down to him." And I said, "Well, fuck you." I said, "Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm leaving." So I got on my motorbike to leave, and on the ridge where the mountain ridge where the dragon was flying from,
That means we
That
are
is
up for the
demon.
top of the hour,
so that
sir.
spirit must have wanted me to know about.
We're at the top of the hour, Neil. We got to take a short break. You can go take a leak. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Nobody has to see what you're doing
Okay.
on your break. You don't have to tell us what you did when you come back. Make sure you wash your hands, and I'll see you back in a few minutes. You might, whatever you have to do, blow up some demons, whatever you need to do, okay? You get me? All right, we'll see you. Stay on the line. We're just doing a commercial. It's only like 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you go to my...
If I can just say something.
It's
like a big bully.
Make sure you go to our Facebook page and sign in.
You're defending
Monster Castle Paranormal.
I would literally beat your ass right now, Wolfman. The fuck? You make me all sad. Back when I was a kid, man, I was so happy when I got a damn boom box. One of them big things that had 2 speakers on the side. I put it on my shoulder and I throw out the cardboard and try to act like I was breakdancing. And then I got showed up by these little bastards come up there and they got the same boom box, but it's got, when they press eject, it's got cushion eject. When I pressed my eject, the tape just shot out. Theirs came out slowly. And they had other things to adjust the treble, the bass, the left to right speaker for the mono speakers. But it all sounded fucking same. And they're sitting there screwing with their shit for 30 fucking minutes. When I could put a tape in, I could press play, and I could play dance, and I could stop. I could eject the tape, and it'd fly out of there, and I could change another fucking beat. And these jackasses over here messing with their cushion eject and their treble bass line. Fuck you guys. That's what you're doing, man. You're fucking the slaves of the fucking technology. You're buying into this bullshit. If you got any fucking brains, if you had any old school in you, you could do it like we used to do it. Just press play. Enjoy. Can you just play? So shoot the shit out. You don't need the cushion eject. You love the old school. You're trying to Britney fucking Spears here. And it's besmirching your name. Call yourself Wolfman. You fucking sell out, and you make all these excuses for bullshit reasons for your cushion eject. I go back to town in Oklahoma, where I was at. If I see those little cushion eject bastards, I'll beat their ass. Those bitches that had the cushion eject, and these people look down at me like I was lower class. You son of a bitch up in your high horse with your cushion eject. It's convenient now that you're a grown man that you can afford to not buy the fucking cushion eject, but you laugh at us, the people that didn't have it. I wish this time you wouldn't have taken my damn call.
This is
I
where
was just
all the
starting to
real
like
freaks
you
hang
too,
out.
damn it, Wolfman.
Yeah. Cushion eject. Does your cassette mechanism make a terrible sound like this when you open it? Well, we got something better for you. We got cushion eject today. We could get some funny sounds like that when it pops out. It will be slow and smooth. Cushion eject is the best in ejection mechanisms for any tape cassette. And we can install cushion eject today. Use called KTEL. More cushion for the pushing, baby. Yeah. More cushions for the pushing with Cushion eject, all right.
This is the Monster Castle Paranormal Radio Show. We explore the paranormal phenomenon with researchers and skeptics from all walks of life and beyond. Fridays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. Visit our website at monstercastleparanormal.com.
We're back.
This is Wolfman Mike. Whoa, baby.
Should we roll some vinyl or what, man?
Spin some fucking vinyl, all right. Can you dig it?
Who's there with me?
Coming back, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Is Neil back here from his break?
I'm here.
Oh, Master Neil, how are you? Have you come and decided to come to the dark side of the Force yet?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like that for real, right?
Yeah, man.
But you know, a lot of movies like Star Wars, you know, Dune, Matrix, a lot of this stuff is prophecy stuff that happened long ago. But I found out, I started remembering stuff, you know, after I found out about my mother, that we was taken over, this planet was taken over, and this Earth is a slave planet. And the moon is a war planet. You know what? Y'all have to understand, just because y'all call that moon a moon, it's not what it is. It's, you know, a pickle is not a cucumber, or a cucumber is not a pickle, right? You know, just because you call it a pickle doesn't mean it's a pickle. It's just like the moon. The moon is not a moon. And you know what? Y'all got to get a grip with your, you know, some of these brainwashed people, because
I'll show you,
things,
moon.
every 100 years, the scientists are going to find out new things.
You want to see a moon? I'll show you a moon. Oh, yeah.
But I want to blow that goddamn moon. You know, one day that moon's going to leave the Earth, because
big apples right there, man.
the forces of good that's at Saturn and Uranus.
Don't you talk
right
about my Uranus.
And they're going to blow that damn moon up.
Uranus is pretty nice, though.
You know?
Involves like two like big
but
do you like that planet? Uranus is pretty nice.
You want to tell you what happened to Venus?
Smells like an ass.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm teasing you here.
Pluto. I like Pluto. You know, he's my special pet.
This is the worst.
No.
Oh my goodness.
But the evidence of Mars, you know, of Mars getting blown up by nuclear bombs and stuff.
And
have
nuclear
found
bombs.
out by NASA and the government that this really happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also
they got
nuclear
evidence.
bombs.
The stuff was turning to glass and stuff.
Yeah. That's old
Like
school, man.
sand and stuff.
That happened
You know,
like how many years ago?
we're not the first ones to make nuclear bombs.
Yeah. Or nuclear bombs.
Bombs, man.
Yeah, there's
You know,
two
that's
different
old
kinds.
school.
And look at Venus. Venus, somebody ran into something. You could tell they got a bulge in Venus, like something ran into Venus and flipped it upside down, because Venus is rotating the opposite way of all the planets in the universe.
I got smacked the wrong way. So
that's
yeah,
evidence, you know, that a war.
Just got freaking damn smacked by a bigger guy that you know, Venus won. So Venus goes the other way now, and Venus won the fight. You know.
Yeah.
That's all. It is. Or there.
Yeah, but they flipped it upside down. That's technology. That's some kind of technology, man. You know, to flip something upside down.
Okay, what
Like
I'm saying, do you know that Venus is habitable and it has an atmosphere and you've been lied to, and you could probably go and live there and it's not that bad?
It's kind of balmy.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as everyone thinks. Man.
Yeah, but they sent something on the planet, and it only lasted like I don't know, an hour. I forgot how long it lasted, but they were trying to film it. What was on Venus, but it was like 800 degrees, and what happened? It just burnt the darn thing up.
I don't believe that.
Bro, or maybe the government might have that might have been a information thing.
That's exactly what I think. I think it's bullshit.
Or China think that.
I've been there. I've been to Venus.
Could be.
Hey,
they don't want the Russians and the Chinese people to know the truth.
Okay, I guess everyone should learn the truth. We shouldn't be even prejudiced against like
a little bit.
Go ahead.
I think that opinion is with some blinders on. I don't think the governments have that much separation between what they know about space. I think that's garbage.
Earth, man, you know nothing because you're in your.
You don't. We actually. I think you share an opinion to me about space not being a vacuum. I don't believe that either. There's no vacuum in space. It's bullshit.
The whole concept of space was given to us by television shows like Star Trek. There's no question about it. We've all been programmed into thinking what it is. It says right there in the Bible that we live in a closed system. And I agree with that. I think that there are waters above separated by something as they are below here on Earth. I'm not even a Bible thumper. I've never been to church in my life.
The Bible is a bunch of stories.
You don't want to do the Bible thumping thing.
No, I just happen to believe that there is a variable
waters.
We cannot leave low Earth orbit. We cannot enter space. Nothing can enter. We can't escape. That's just how I feel. That's right.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
No, we got spaceships, man. Alien spaceship, alien technology. The invisible waters that I saw on the ocean, on the coast, they have it's like an ocean above the ocean. I actually saw an octopus and a salmon above the ocean in California. You know.
So what we're trying to do here is open your eyes, folks.
You know, it's a visible dimension, though.
So Neil, we have to explain to him. Now I've done the same. I've done the same technique. I slit my eyes the same way, like you were talking about. And when I was meditating, I would do this, and if I slit my eyes and just barely a crack, and then looking straight at the sun, I would absorb the sun's energy without damaging my eyes, and then I would start seeing weird auras and electric fields and weird shit. That's what. By slitting my eyes,
I'd like to kneel.
That's the way I started it. You're talking. What you're telling me is it's exactly what I did myself.
Yeah, but you could actually look.
Neil,
I'm just as crazy. If you think, guys, if you think Neil's crazy, I'm just as nuts because I did the same fucking thing he's talking about. In order to awaken myself to start seeing into other dimensions.
Right. That's Neil. How do other people see? How do you see into?
That was another thing. Is they call it candle gazing. If you look at a candle for like a minute or whatever, and go meditate, lay down after, it opens doors up where you could actually see internal and like inside your body.
Yeah, or actually looking. Hey, Neil.
Which is the second dimension because physically, yeah.
Neil, have you ever tried that? Looking in someone else's eyes, straight across into someone else's eyes. That works too.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know
that information? Well, what I did was I got some people on Facebook. Look, this is what I did. The eye is like a different dimension. It's eternal, too. If you take a photograph of someone's eye, and I did this on Facebook, And I asked people, young ladies too, because I like to look at young ladies' eyes too. And they actually sent me photographs, and I looked inside their eye. You could actually touch the photograph and enlarge it. They have living beings inside the eyeball, not, and inside your skin too. I could see them in people's hair. I could see spiritual beings in people's hair. I could see spirits in a seed, like an orange seed or grapefruit seed. That's my scientific research I've been working on. But I haven't been doing the eye thing lately. But I actually had some young ladies on Facebook send me some photographs of their eyes, and I looked into their eyes. And you could do the same thing. But, you have to look, But that's another research thing I did. I'm glad you talked about that, because it opened my mind up. Because I did a lot of different researches about all kinds of things. And that's one of them I probably haven't told no one about.
How much research have you done
but some of the people on
OBE?
Facebook know about it because...
Can you share us the difference between body experience and astral travel? The difference between those two.
Neither of which you mentioned tonight.
One time I went underneath the tree and I thought about it. I said, that's a good question.
What they are and the
I went
difference
underneath the live oak tree in Louisiana, and I laid down and I was going to use the aura of the tree and see if I could see anything, but I didn't know what was going to happen. And all at once I seen purple, green, I seen these rainbow color stuff, and then I like sat up in my body, and I could see this woman with the robe all the way to her feet, and she was like watching me. Well, she took off up in the sky, and I followed her, and I saw a big round circle. And some people
up in the sky, we know that. Yeah.
I was going up. I was
difference.
Yeah, I was flying up, and I went in there and I seen all these people with robes on.
You're like,
so I actually left my body.
You talk like that, like it's like everybody under. Okay, you gotta slow down a bit on people. They don't understand all this. Like you're saying, things flying up the sky, and you talk about it like it's normal, and like
all nonsense.
So we gotta take it a bit slower so people can understand this better.
I do this shit myself, right? I do this shit myself. It's very difficult to explain to people.
I know.
What do you experience when you OBE?
Scientists
or
think we're sending shit in outer
difference?
space. Give me a break.
Just ask a simple question.
Ask something new.
Yes.
Neil, what do you think about Titanic and that?
Titanic.
But
great question.
On the Titanic, JFK was on there too.
It was a hoax.
Great question, Kurt.
Well, the Titanic reminds me. You know what the Titanic reminds me of? The Catholic Church. They think they're unsinkable. You know what? You Catholic Church, I'm going to sink you. You're going to sink. And I'm going to burn you up too. But I'm telling you what, the Catholic Church is the biggest liar. They go, when I remote viewed the Catholic Church long ago, the Romans, and I saw them saying, this is what they did. They said, we're not going to be able to control Europe and stuff unless we use this religion on them. It was a plan. They planned this stuff. Okay? The Catholic Church and stuff. So it's like the Titanic can be sunk. You build a church or you build a ship and you think it won't be sunk. I tell you what, it can be.
And it's just like a religion.
Because you know what? The foundation of religion Yeah, its foundation of religion is a bunch of lies in it. A bunch of lies, and I could tell you 7 lies of the Catholic Church.
What might the 7 lies of the church be? Because I want to hear this shit. Because you know what? You not like the church.
Okay.
Number
I was raised Catholic, I thought all these things they were telling me was the truth.
Molestation went on and on and on and on in Catholic Church.
What do you know about the church, Kurt? Come on.
They're altar boys galore.
I'm going to tell you the history. Okay, this is how it works. That's just one little bull crap. This is the main issue. Roman people or Italian people, whoever they are, they're not Hebrew and they're not from Jesus' bloodline. But yet they stole Moses' Torah and the Bible and they made this new word, the Bible. The Bible word doesn't exist. That's a Roman bull crap. That's one lie. Okay? You don't take a culture. They actually stole someone's culture and made money off of it. So that's a thief.
Themselves.
That's a thief and a liar. Okay? Another thing is, you remember Elijah said, okay, go dip yourself 7 times in the river, and he didn't take no money. And the little boy went over there and he wanted to get money. He says, well, now you cursed. Now you cursed because you took money. You took money for, God's grace. So, and I could go on. The Catholic Church can't forgive sins. That's another lie. And they teach people how to drink blood. All right, I'm going to give you an example. Look in the mirror and take a cup of wine. Take a cup of wine, look in the mirror and says, I'm drinking God's blood. I'm drinking human blood. Don't you think that's a little bit crazy? These people are psychopaths and they don't even freaking know it. They think this is good, but it's evil.
That imagery is a form of magic.
So there's a lot of things that the church does that
used grape juice and
no, it's vampirism.
Well, drinking Jesus' blood today in our church, we're having a little thing here. Gather around, everybody, and drink the blood. All right. Drink the blood. All right. Now, eat the body. Eat the body. Drink the blood. Now sing. All right.
2 cups of blood minimum.
All right.
Drink the blood.
Keep Dennis away from the blood.
You know what? Another thing is worship. I'm going to give an example. I'm going to give an example. If you're God, you think you're going to sit in church and have a bunch of people worship you? This is a bunch of bull junk. The word worship is just like the word Christian. You're not a Christian. You're not worshiping God. It's like a cucumber in a pickle. Worship is
too, man. Fuck's sake.
So is Christian,
salad. Just fucking add the lettuce. There you go. Fucking salad. Call it life.
Now, what do you mean about cucumber and pickle? Say that again.
Fucking salad. No good.
Oh, I think this.
The thing is, it's the name game.
I'm concerned.
It's a name game. Oh, we're better than the whole world. You're gonna make up a name that's better than God? I'm gonna give you an example. Y'all believe in Christ. What y'all did is throw God out the window and says, fuck God, we're gonna believe in this fucking Christ. I tell you something right now. I will burn your goddamn ass to the ends of the earth with that fucking name y'all made up. I'm not bullshitting you. If you don't know I'm a messenger, I have come with a cup in my hand and I have come with a sword. I ain't bullshitting you neither.
Sword, man.
I think you're full of crap.
Actually,
think
I
so?
like it. That reminds me of tarot cards.
Yeah,
So
and you know what, Kurt? If you want to talk about angels on your back and who's got your back, Kurt, I got a lot behind my back, sir.
I can't accept this.
Go ahead and trash the guy more. Go ahead.
I'll drink another beer and agree with him. I think he may have been
Agree
at
with
Jim
him.
Jones and ran out and didn't drink the juice, and he's left over.
You know what, Kurt? I do all kinds of alchemy.
Sorry,
Crap
brother.
stuff.
I don't agree.
I do witchcraft stuff, all right? You want to hear? They call me a wizard.
Oh.
But no, I don't. Yeah.
Oh. Way off, dude. You're so way
Way
off,
off, babe.
dude.
Why don't you
You know
listen
what?
to the fucking man?
It's like the flat earth, y'all. Religion is another
Parents.
flat earth.
I'm going to call your mother.
Religion. You go fuck off.
What do you believe? Oh, goodness gracious. Alive. Debbie, call in. Help me here. Seeker, call in.
Just get it out of here, man. You're talking
All right, well,
fucking wizard, buddy.
ask me a question.
High energy.
All right,
People here, Kurt. You got
you want to know about the Titanic? Guess
Oh,
what?
Neil.
It sank.
Oh.
You know, Wolfman is very, very.
Ask me another question.
restrained. And holding his tongue.
yeah. I had to do something, man. Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for
Somebody's,
Neil.
I'm
Uh,
glad you're talking about the Titanic.
Neil, do you believe that science is based in materialism?
Yes. Belief system. Neil, gosh.
That's my question for Neil.
Science is not based. No, materialism is idolism. The Catholic Church is built on idolism. It's idol. You know, you worship idols. You know, you got people bowing down to the cross. If you went back in time and wore a cross on your necklace, the pagans would kill you, man. Because that's what they used to do to us long time ago, these Romans. Hang us on the cross and kill us. And these brainwashed humans right now are wearing crosses on them. I will rip it off your neck and shove it down your goddamn mouth. You understand?
When the fucking Christians
I'm from
go
the
to
past,
South America, North
I'm
America,
from the
fucking,
future.
oh man, that pissed me off.
Yeah.
I would shove that
Shove it down
damn cross down your fucking asshole.
Fuck yeah. Give
And
you
you
a
might
fucking
like it.
Colombian necktie, fucker.
Hell yeah!
Right up the ass.
Yeah, fucking demons.
I'm kicking ass on the airwaves.
I'll
baby.
blow you up, you motherfuckers.
I hope 2019 is better than this. My goodness.
There you go.
Good luck with that. Hey, you know what? They call me a soothsayer. They call me a sage.
I take fucking demons
I
and I
see-
fucking
I see
throw them right.
different-
If I think a person is a demon when they come in my house, I throw them out the fucking window.
See, Mike, yeah, that's a good
Hell
idea.
yeah!
Good idea.
Yeah, fuck them.
Hey,
Mess.
hey, Mike.
Yeah, buddy. Guess what time it is?
We're going. Hey, me and a couple guys are going to do a. We're going to do a expedition,
Right
and we're going to go find evidence of aliens and humans living on
I
Earth.
wanna
It's
come
got
along.
like 3 carvings of them.
All
2
right.
aliens and a dude that looks like a Jedi.
Okay.
Past the hour.
Okay, let's talk about that
It's
after
driving
this
me nuts.
break.
Go do an expedition.
Yes, yeah. Okay, we're
It's driving me
going
nuts.
to go on a break. We're having a little 2-minute break here. Bottom of the hour, folks. Remember to visit our website, which doesn't exist.
Go grab a refreshment.
go and donate on my Facebook page. Just press sign up.
Donate now.
Sign up button. It's on my Facebook page.
$5. I'm in for $5, Mike.
$1 each. I don't give a shit.
Donate to Mike.
Thank you. Keep me going so my radio don't fucking run out. Here's a song by me.
Mike, where can I donate?
You go to my Facebook page and sign up on Monster Castle Paranormal.
She could sing with a fifth dimension.
There's a top button, sign up.
In a voice that sounds like angels coming from the sky. She could sing. She could sing. She was a groovy little baby with a fifth dimensional ring. In a voice, that's right, alright, dig it, yeah. From the Wolfman, sing it out now, yeah. Here we go. Groovy little baby from the fourth dimension. Did I forget to mention one thing? She could sing. Groovy little baby with a fifth dimensional ring. In a voice that is, she could sing like an angel coming from the sky. She could sing. Groovy baby with a fifth dimensional ring. In a voice that is, yeah, come from the sky, sky.
Those of you who renounce this superstitious anti-Semitic program of the MCC.
You've seen ghosts, you talk about them, aliens, you talk about them. Are you kidding me, man? You literally had ghosts calling on a ghost box, but you're going to lose a lot of credibility. Lake Monster gobble you up in one fucking bite. I'm calling you out, my friend. You were scared of the girl from Texas. Well, I sure wouldn't be sitting there admiring the rippling, glistening fucking muscle of the fucking marsupial. She was hairier than this ass punch. Oh my goodness. Who in the world are you? Hollering like that. Angry as blood. Do your neighbors hear you? You must live in the forest for you to yell that loud.
The Monster Castle. Paranormal Radio.
Witnesses have described it as not quite right.
Right. The Wolfpack.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
I'm only over here because I heard your sweet fucking voice on the phone.
Yeah. Are you guys there? Whoa. Who's doing that?
Do you have me on Art Bell stage recording?
I'm gonna look for it. I don't have it now. There's no way I can find it right now. This is gonna take hours, like a needle in a fucking haystack, man. Seriously. Okay. Who is this? Curtis?
Yeah, Kurt, go ask Davey for help.
Sure, Merry Christmas. When Christmas comes, you have to be nice to everybody.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Wipe the slate clean, 2019. Wipe the slate clean, 2019.
Wipe your ass clean. Wipe your ass clean.
For once, change your fucking underwear. Come on, clean up a bit. Stop being such an alcoholic. You stink. Jeez,
I smell like Old Spice.
Oh yeah. I wasn't even talking about. Why'd you think I was talking about you?
Hey.
You were talking about me.
No, jeez, but you thought I was.
Oh, good.
So what's going on, Neil?
Hey, Mike. Don't forget about the. Yeah, I almost forgot about the tree people, the spirits in the trees.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk
like
about
movie
that.
Predator.
I wanted to tell you something about trees.
Once you adjust your eyes, yeah.
Oh, can I add to that? Let me tell you something. What I've heard
Well, you
about
got
tree
the cloud people
Hang on, Neil. Give me a sec.
and the tree people.
Okay, let me tell you something about tree people. What I know about tree people. There's ancient legends, and all kinds of them all over the world say that every tree has a spirit, and trees give off warmth too, and they have an aura, and I think they have brains, and their roots are their brains, and I think they're sentient. I think they can think and everything because they can release spores to go kill other trees and shit. Like trees can do amazing things that people don't have no idea. So
and the
the one thing I saw it one time. A tree was like an octopus. All right, if you look at a tree, like it's got all the tentacles and the arms and shit like a tree does. One time I saw a spirit moving in the tree, and the darn tree grabbed him. I mean, the branches moved and like grabbed him. I mean. So, but no one knows about this because no one sees the invisible dimension. But I've seen it. I actually seen it, man. I've only seen it once.
Okay, I'll top that one. When I was a kid, I seen a tree, and my brother was with me, and the leaves formed into the face of a Native American person with feathers and everything, and you could see the Native American features, and it started talking to it. It was talking to us.
Hey, Neil. Yeah, Neil. How about the wind? Does the wind talk to you all the time? See, that's messages from you.
Yeah.
You get that information
from.
Oh yeah, that's a good subject. The wind. There was some time I was listening to the wind. The spirit was like talking in the wind, and he was actually talking to me because he knows, if you be real quiet and you're sitting in the woods or something, you have to be meditating, and actually you could hear the wind talking, but the person could be far away, but he's like talking to you, and the wind carries it. And you can hear it. I'm glad you brought that up. Actually, you could. Yeah, you're right.
Do you get when you feel the wind? Like when you have a question or something on your mind? That's validation. Is the wind? That's where it speaks, right? Speaking, because it just has no language.
Well, it's a spirit. It's a spirit. Well, they actually was talking English. I could hear them,
God spoke to Moses through the crackle of a fire, right? Says Debbie in the chat room.
I want
You hear that? Debbie Daly from the chat room. She says God spoke to Moses through the crackle of a fire.
Okay. Everybody gets the message.
And God made donkeys talk.
The bush was on fire. And,
God made donkeys talk. I know how he did that. He got behind him and started fucking him up the ass, and I was like,
God was able to make a man make brownies. Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
But that was a fire. You got to understand, they got different kind of spirits. That was a fire spirit. And he probably opened the eyes of Moses as well as opened his ears. And so
give him the hash.
But I'm trying to think about something that I saw. I'm gonna give you an example. I saw spirits in the sun that was they live in the sun, like fire spirits. Now I've seen that. Now I haven't seen the burning bush or whatever because I can't claim what I saw, what Moses saw. But
yeah, whatever. Right? Big deal. But go ahead. Go ahead, Neil.
But I remember that thing in the Bible about the donkey started talking to the dude, and he said the angel said he opened your ears and stuff so you could hear the donkey talking. Now animals could talk. If you got time to listen.
Oh yeah.
You open a different dimension, and you have to be open to the dimension.
Oh my God,
world,
Dennis! There's another hypocritical
if you
Christian
don't try, you would never hear or see anything.
They say that if in the Christian churches they say that animals don't have a soul, yet in the Bible it shows that you can listen to a donkey talking, so they can talk. So obviously they have souls if they can talk. So yeah, there's another one of those Christian things. They believe the Bible. It says right in the Bible pretty much that animals have souls, right?
The Bible says the lion lay down by the path.
Well, if a donkey talks, he's got a soul, obviously.
Well, I'm gonna give example. I
don't know who said
this is what happens.
A soul.
You know the men that go around shooting. You know the men that go around shooting deers. Hey,
all the time. I'm talking
I'm gonna try to tell y'all something. The way this crap works. You want to go around killing lions and tigers.
Bears, oh my!
With guns.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
If
How do you know that God? What if God? If you go around hunting a deer and killing deer, how you know God is not gonna turn your ass into a deer in your next life, and then you could say, "Oh shit, they trying to kill me with a gun and shit." So you got to be careful what you do in this world, because I might turn your ass into a tree. Or God can turn you into a deer, and you used to go hunt deer and shoot them.
Cows can kill every year.
I understand my dog's psychic thoughts, and I know when she cries at me, I can pretty much understand. They can actually speak. The Chihuahuas can say words. They say "I love you" and stuff. My Chihuahuas can speak, and they understand what I'm saying to them. Almost every word I say.
Yeah.
Being intuitive.
Dogs do too.
That's what happens.
You can't tell me that animals don't have a soul.
I mean, you can have birds.
Any nature. Any nature doesn't matter.
Parrots could talk, right?
You know, it pissed me off when my dog died and I was in Catholic school, and I asked a nun, I said, what's going to happen to my poor dog's spirit now that it died? And she said, well, I'm sorry to tell you that, but dogs don't have souls and they don't go to heaven. It's just gone.
They go to heaven.
And I went home and cried, and I thought that was shitty. And now I found out that's not even true.
No,
that's not true.
It's horrible. That's horrible to tell children stupid asshole shit like that.
No, that's not true.
Bitch. Fucking cunt.
Fucking church.
Well, Catholics, religious people are stupid because they're brainwashed. They're brainwashed.
Sorry, I'm going to have to agree with that.
Example, one of my little Pomeranian dogs.
You got to watch out what the church is teaching you, man, especially kids. And it really warps their fucking heads.
They go inside you. No, your animal... Your spirit, the dog spirit or whatever that died, it will enter your body. It would enter your body. Because I had one of my puppies that died, and I felt her flying over my bed and coming toward me that night. And I had a vision of her running around, with me.
We are all
in the spirit world.
We are all one within all that is.
So they do have spirit.
Consciousness, including our consciousness. So when we
Asher down, he was 27 years old. He was a wolf dog, and he would.
Oh, okay, I'll shut up.
I love you, and give you your paw. And in my dream, a couple of months ago, there was
a
Asher.
comedy show. Yeah.
He's in heaven, like my dad. He's right with my dad. My dog is. Sure, he is.
This is a comedy show. It's supposed to be a comedy show. I'll make it comedy fucking fast.
Open
It's
up
when
a
I-
bit.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, exactly. You know what happens when I die?
Yeah, we're supposed to.
Right there in my dream.
Yeah, we want to wake people up and tell them the truth, but really make people laugh is good too. And don't take everything so serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all joke. Fuck's sake. Everybody gets your fucking butt fuck hurt. This is life, man.
Yeah.
This horrid year. This was a
Yeah, I need to have some kind of humor with that too. Yeah.
So after what's gonna happen after you die, Neil? You won't even remember.
Yeah. Anybody have a question?
I got a question.
I
Go.
Go ahead.
Do you have a choice where you're gonna go after you die?
What?
Right? You have a choice. Really? Do you?
What?
To have a choice? You want to call it that? You're just gonna be put somewhere.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's going on with the choice about our lives. Our conscious mind with the aliens and the daggone religion, they want y'all to believe that God has everything under control, that the angels are gonna save us and stuff. But y'all don't realize we have a war. We used to build spaceships. This technology that we're doing, we did it billions of years ago, okay?
I wouldn't say billions, but I'd say
alien people that invaded the Milky Way, you got to understand, you have the Milky Way and the Andromeda system. It's the big galaxies. Well, what happens is these galaxies run into other galaxies. The Milky Way just sucks up the smaller galaxies. So we entangled with some other alien beings, and then they start trying to take over this Earth, and Venus, and wherever we're at. So
put this together.
The Earth is a slave planet.
Oh, we have the Syrian. We have the Syrian. Well, we have Syrian Andromeda. Andromeda is our closest galaxy, and do we have a super black hole in the middle of this?
Yeah, Andromeda is like bigger than the Milky Way.
Right? And and it's gonna.
I don't believe Neil.
What?
Wide, and it's gonna melt.
I didn't hear you.
And eventually, these galaxies are going to get sucked up into this black hole that's in the middle of our galaxy.
My goodness gracious.
Milky Way. Hey, if you look it up, Kurt, the Milky. Oh yeah, JP, look it up. Yeah, super black hole right in the middle of our freaking damn galaxy, right?
Neil's view of space sounds like he
And the damn thing is sentient.
of 100 different science fiction movies.
So suck it.
Okay, why is JP turned down? Choose producer.
Is my sound down?
Oh no, you're not
Can you
turned
hear me?
down. You're just quiet. You're just talking
I
quiet.
finished my rant. I finished my rant.
Oh,
I finished my
no,
rant.
was
That's
just
it. I'm
curious
done.
About why Neil's view of space sounds like 100 different science fiction movie scripts all jammed together.
Okay, yeah. What I believe space is, and I think you agree with me, is there's water out
Yeah,
there.
but the major, of course, but there's like the two major galaxies that's close to us is the Milky Way. We're in the Milky Way, but the Andromeda system is a bigger galaxy than the Milky Way. That's what they're telling us. So, but there's other little bitty small galaxies all around us. They're small. So they got alien, worlds and planets that's, you got the, what is it? Nibiru. They got Planet X. They got all these other planets.
Nibiru and Planet X.
And you gotta understand, these planets are war planets.
Really
just
want to
like
go
the
there?
moon.
Planet Nibiru and Planet X. Okay. Yeah.
And Planet T and Y.
But NASA
Yeah, and
filmed
Pineapple.
a planet that decloaked itself in 2016. You can find this on YouTube.
Well, the
And
sacred
Mike,
pineapple, you can
You're
find
gonna
that
have
on
to
YouTube.
look this up and research it.
Yeah, the
They
sacred pineapple
filmed-
is actually the only evidence of Solomon's temple.
No, they
Did you know that?
On YouTube.
Did you know that? The pineapple little thing is the only evidence of Solomon's temple they have. They have no evidence that Solomon's temple or anything from King David or Solomon at all. There's nothing. There's no anything. It's fake. It's a story. It's not real. And that's what the Templars Templars have been hiding all along. The Templars have been hiding this secret all along because when they went down in the catacombs underneath the rock mount or whatever, the Temple Mount, they found nothing. So there's no evidence of King David ever being there or Solomon. It was fake. It's a story.
That's why the Druids and the Templars never really got nice together.
Yeah.
You know? I was a Templar and I was a fucking Druid.
Well,
Right?
since you're talking about that, I actually seen they had two Arks of the Covenant. You know, in Moses' day, I saw two, you know how they hold a pose, you know, and they run it through this big square thing or whatever it was. I actually seen two of them, and they had some spirits trying to take control of it or steal it. And it was like a temple that was glowing. I saw something else that was like
You're still talking to him.
it's like made of gold. You know, even the people that was carrying the Ark of the Covenant,
There.
it was like glowing like gold. I mean, even the people were gold, like gold. You know, and
I'm with this Neil guy, man. I'm 100%.
it was had a lot of energy in it.
I know.
I actually seen it. I'm not lying. I mean, that's when I saw that daggone reptilian. It looked like a Ninja Turtle. It was in California.
In a dream.
He no lies.
You know?
His mind. No, I'm not.
Multi-dimensionally plane. I'm multi-dimensional.
You know what happens in the church if you don't believe you? I'm gonna give an example.
Yeah,
Look, if I was in a church and I was telling people this stuff, I will grab you by your goddamn shoulders and kick your ass out the fucking front door. So shut your goddamn mouth. If you don't believe me, just shut the hell up. Because I'm the motherfucker. I have authority to kick your ass and kick your ass in the hell and burn your ass up. So shut up.
Fuck up. Fuck. You know, I love you, brother.
You need to listen and meditate on this stuff. You might learn something. All this stuff, I can prove every word I say.
This is good. This is good. You know,
I kill liars and thieves. You think I'm gonna kill myself? I'm not a liar.
Neil,
I hate a liar and a thief. I will bring justice one day upon all this goddamn.
Except, you know what? I do like lawyers. Do you like lawyers? I kind of think they're cool.
Man, I like lawyers too. I like judges. I like judges when they go like this.
Yeah.
Fuck the lawyers.
Well, okay, what's the difference between a lawyer and a liar?
Mike, you got a little sound effect?
Ask him if he's.
How about the hammer?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck the lawyer. Give me a goddamn hammer, Mike. There you go.
Damn. Everybody
Let's just
We all got fixed.
You know,
blow him up real good.
Right? In Odin, you remember about Odin?
Oh yeah.
He's my brother.
How you know I don't know Thor and Odin? How you know I don't know them?
I remember when we were together,
seen them
had
before.
coffee
I even
together
heard,
one time.
How you know I haven't seen Odin?
Don't you remember that at the garden there Freya was there. She made us tea. And then Thor bonked me in the head.
You know what? I love Poseidon. He has lots to drink. Oh, he's lots to drink. Poseidon, man. No problem. Neptune and Poseidon, they never got along. Fuck. Whatever. That's their problem.
Often, Mike, will you ask Neil if he is a Trump supporter, please?
Oh, God.
Okay, Neil, are you a Trump supporter?
Politics. Nice.
Not Neil. Answer.
I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I don't do the politician thing.
I said yes or no question.
But I tell you what, between Hillary and Clinton, Trump,
I said
Hillary is like she's got cuffs around her arms and her hands.
Oh God! Are you a Trump supporter?
I don't really care about the president is a puppet. It doesn't matter to me. I like him.
Oh yeah, see,
you know he's not.
Oh God! See, people don't answer.
He treats women bad, though.
You know, fuck religion and fuck government, because government go fuck themselves too, just like the fucking Illuminati, the world.
Well, yeah, I agree. Politicians,
fucking shit. The fucking pharmaceuticals, the fucking insurance companies, financial institutions.
Ask Neil if he supports Trump and all his beliefs. Simple, yes or no? Well, that's good.
No.
That answers everything.
I don't care about the government and their little puppets. The president is a puppet.
Fuck themselves.
You know, I almost feel like running for president just to fucking fix this bullshit.
President, oh my God.
Go fuck themselves. President Trump, he's like a trumpet.
That way I could make make some FEMA plans.
He's like, he supports the automotive industry. Watch out! Oh, somebody else got hurt. Oh, you can't breathe? Oh, no. Damn it. Another person dead.
Embarrassed that Trump is president. He is so embarrassed. I
hope he's supposed to give us like,
flying.
We're going to get anti-gravity crafts from President Trump. You know that. He's going to give us anti-gravity flying machines and do away with petroleum.
Laugh in Canada about us with Trump.
I hope he does.
Mike?
Have you seen them? Have you seen them lasers coming down?
No, I haven't seen it here.
Do you laugh in Canada about us having President Trump as president?
Absolutely not. We've got a fucking goofball.
We fucking laugh at Trump. Trump is a fucking joke.
Yeah, well, look at ours, man. We got fucking Justin Trudeau. He's like Justin Bieber almost. Fuck.
Joke. He's Justin pussy. Fucking greedy.
People like mock us for having President Trump.
Why would we mock you when we got a Justin Bieber?
Trump.
Trudeau doesn't fucking do nothing, man.
It's the same pile of shit, man. It's the same pile of shit in a different pile. It looks the same, smells the same. It's just a different pile of shit.
Whatever, man. It's whatever, man. Fuck. You gotta live with the shit.
Though,
yeah.
We have a porn star as first lady.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're talking about shit,
we have
right?
a porn star as first lady.
If you ever have time and instead of listening to trees or clouds,
star in the White House.
Next time you take a shit, won't you talk to your shit? Communication with shit will bring you a higher conscious mind.
Neil, what do you think about us having a porn star as first lady in the White House?
A porn star? Oh, man.
Yeah. We like it. Good.
Oh, yeah. I bet you it cost Trump $2 million a year on this for like allowance. I think it's like $2 million a year for allowance.
I knew it. It's time for a break, guys.
No,
we have to. It's the top of the hour.
I don't think they. I don't think
Trump taking her.
I don't think they're telling Trump everything, but I think Trump has his own suspicions.
We'll be right back, folks.
Are you a raging alcoholic? Do you abuse your family? Well, let us help you. We are the Anonymous Alcoholic Group. But don't take my advice. Hear it straight from one of our members.
Anonymous.
I was an alcoholic for years and years. They helped me because they took me away from my family where I can't hurt anyone and I cannot drive. And I could just get drunk in that drunken community and we didn't hurt anybody. And I still live there in that drunken community, but we don't hurt anyone anymore. And nobody knows who you are. So if you want to join, then come on in, and we can all be anonymous alcoholics.
Please call 555-6969. Anytime, always. We're here to help. The number again is 555-6969.
Anonymous.
Prove it yourself. Here's a Q-tip. How can you prove your Q-stick is straight and true? Well, that's easy. Willie Hoppy, world's 3-cushion billiard champion, places his cue on the table and rolls it. A warped Q-stick will wobble and bounce. A stick that's true will describe an even arc. And now watch a champion use it.
Nice. It's 2018. It was a pathetic
Now,
year.
Willie Hoppy, how mild can a cigarette be?
Well, I've been smoking Camels for 20 years. I know they're mild and they really taste great.
Yes, Camels are so mild that in a test of hundreds of people who smoked only Camels for 30 days, throat specialists making weekly examinations reported not one single case of throat irritation due to smoking Camels. But prove for yourself how mild a cigarette can be. Test Camels for 30 days in your T-zone. Let your taste and throat tell you about Camel's flavor and mildness.
Camels.
This is the Monster Castle Paranormal Radio Show. We explore the paranormal phenomenon with researchers and skeptics from all walks of life and beyond. Fridays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. Visit our website at monstercastleparanormal.com.
We're back. We're back on Monster Castle Paranormal with Neil and Dennis. Are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Right on.
And
Kurt
still
Green?
want to ask Neil a question.
I'm here.
All right.
I don't want to be here, but I'm here.
We got one more hour if you want it. We can stop anytime you want, guys.
Well,
a question.
Go on. Another hour.
Okay.
I
want to tell people something. I want to let them know.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm not really against Christians or Catholic, but the problem is they're brainwashed. I know what's going on with this planet. When they took over the planet, they took all knowledge of technology, of spaceships and everything, and they brung us in the Stone Age.
Full of crap.
And
That's what I believe. I'm sorry.
so it's like a slave planet. I mean, I'm gonna give an example. If we had a war with Mars, or say Venus, or any other planet, or a war with China, we would have to put them in the Stone Ages. That way, they won't be able to build up technology and warplanes, ships and stuff, and we would never have to have a war for like 20,000 years. Because one day, you got some communists, Russia, China, and it's going to happen. We're about to have a war now. I could see it coming.
You know what it is, man.
It's probably better off we just fight China first, and then.
It's called the war between the dimensions, between the negs, pause, right? And we just.
But that's the way the science works,
right?
In war.
Energies are already all around us.
That's the way it works. I mean, even if it's just on the Earth, or just different planets. So,
Jesus wand.
Share this too much. I see a lot of things that you guys don't see. All right?
Calm me down, please.
Mike knows me. All right? He knows I can expand on this. But I'd like you to expand in regards to.
Are you on, Dennis, before you continue?
I've only had one.
Oh, please. You've got like 17.
All right.
Go ahead with your philosophy.
That is called truth.
It's your philosophy of.
My philosophy is most people that are religious are brainwashed sheep wearing shit-covered glasses.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. They're comics, man. They jump off.
Yeah, you're right, Mike.
Nine mansions. There's something going wrong, yes.
Yeah, you bunch of fucking stupid fucking dummies. All right, go ahead.
TV preachers that announce Jesus and all that, they have
know what's so crazy is? The Catholic, Catholic Church is the only religion that's going around teaching people to drink blood and eat people's flesh.
Wine
and no one's telling them the truth.
That's a lie. They don't drink blood.
It's
drinking some kind of.
This is insane. Oh, I'm drinking God's blood. I'm drinking human blood. Yeah, let's go to church every Sunday. You know what? Y'all gotta be freaking crazy.
Mess is what you are.
Y'all out of your damn mind.
With false.
Whatever you want, guys. Whatever, I respect
the fake news boy. Seven Holy Ghosts.
Really upset now, boy.
Green, black,
hey,
shot.
You know about them shit glasses? I'd like to put some shit. Hey.
Crap. You talk fake.
How about if you drink some shit and drink my pee? Okay? Raise the cup up and says, I'm drinking piss.
I would agree.
And I'm eating shit.
Talk fake.
Hey, you're eating shit and drinking piss.
Everything you say is fake.
How about that?
Good. I like that. That's good. I never.
You're fake.
I tell you what.
I'll send you.
God, you're a cracker.
Lord. Accept Christ as your Savior.
Fake.
But everything you say, Neil, is fake. Okay?
No,
Okay.
Please,
Time for the dungeon court. I'm sorry.
I'll not talk no more.
Yeah. You're gonna get.
I'm sorry.
Never apologize for nothing. I do not apologize for nothing.
With me, everything you say, Neil, is fake.
Yeah, that's why you're in the dungeon, Kurt. We can hear you back there a little bit. But
yeah, I go to church and say the same thing.
You're fake.
Yeah. You must be a Christian, huh?
So, anyways, yeah.
Or is it a pickle? Hey, are you a pickle or a cucumber, man? What is it?
Cucumber, pickle, they're the same product.
potato, cucumber, tomato. Like I said, a salad. You get some lettuce in there.
Fake news. All his beliefs are fake. For you, I really do. That you've gone all your life believing everything you said. That's sad. There's better. Holy Ghost.
Fake.
There's life. There's joy. There's love. There's Jesus. There's God.
I know. It's all around it anyway. It's always there, man. It's your.
You're wrong, Neil.
It's what you make of it, man. God and the Holy Ghost. Oh my Lord.
Hey, Mike, I can't listen to this dude tonight, man. I gotta go to bed with a sound mind and happiness. This guy's negative. Your negative energy. I mean, you shouldn't even be.
Okay, I muted him for you. There you go.
You know what? One day I like to fucking get your fucking ass and shit down your fucking neck, you little piece of shit. Shut the fuck up. Hey, Mike, I'm hanging up. I ain't listening to this.
Oh, I muted him. I actually muted him. He's gone.
All right.
I blew him up. He's blown up. I blew the fucker right up. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone, man.
Mike, you know what? You can't have people on the radio show like that. I mean, he's so negative. All the scientific research I have spoken, there's got a lot of people out there that's already done this stuff.
Oh yeah.
See you later, Mike.
Well, you got to go? Okay, yeah. You've said enough anyway. I don't mind. Thank you very much. You did a great job. We really appreciate it. Really glad to have you. I think you said enough about opening your eyes and the Open Eye program. And I don't know, could you say one more thing about the Open Eye program to finish off? Or are you gone?
You going to close it up? I think 45 minutes.
I was thinking if you say something, one more thing about the Open Eye program to shut her all down.
I like Open Eye Pro. I like Neil, man. I want to talk to this dude and freaking damn Kurt, man. He keeps shutting it down.
Well,
man.
I just muted him. I muted Kurt, so he can't hear him anymore. But I told him he hasn't figured out you can mute people yourself. Once he figures out how to mute people himself, he doesn't have to listen to people he don't like. But anyway.
Whatever, man. You know what, Kurt? My ex-wife, the sky is green and the grass is blue. You know what? I used to go to work.
I think he's going to hunt Kurt down, actually. He's going to get him. He's on the way. He's looking for Kurt. He's looking for him. And he's got some firecrackers. Or maybe a gun! Poor Kurt.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for you, bro.
Poor Kurt. He's in trouble.
Yeah, I'll leave him on the floor for a while. Whatever.
Well, there's not much we can do about that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, baby. Well, what should we do? Call an early night, Dennis?
Yeah, we can call it, man. But you know what? It's your show.
Oh, I say we call it an early night. I could really use some extra rest. I've been working on my computer all freaking day.
Do your shit and
Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Shout out to Apocalypse, Eric, Stabby McHugs, Debbie Daly, Kurt Green, Darren, the man of 1,000 questions, Luke Boy, did I mention? Well, oh my God. Who am I missing? There's lots. And if I missed your name, thanks. Thanks for listening. Oh, there's people all over Twitter too. I'm gonna send you some stuff all week, folks. There's some older episodes that I'm gonna play them this week, probably one every night, and fill up my archives a bit with some of the things that went missing. But you can find it all in YouTube. Anything from my archives that you want to hear, that everything's pretty much in YouTube still. If you go to Wolfman Mike 47. Also now I have SoundCloud, so every episode's going to go to SoundCloud. Hopefully, it's the first time I'm trying it tonight, and that's going to be cool. So if Spreaker fucks us around, we still have archives in SoundCloud, all right, and YouTube. They can't stop us. We're breaking all the fucking rules. Right, Dennis?
Yeah, man. That's the way you fucking roll.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us in everywhere. Follow everybody. Follow the ducks around the, if you see some turkeys going around in a circle, walking around in a circle, follow them too. Okay, we're out of here.
Dickies.
Yeah, man. And watch the door on the way out.